Good wishes, dear students. The concept you will be learning in today's class is imperfection in solids, and it happens to be the last concept in a solid state chemistry chapter for you. When we say imperfection in solid is the defects in the arrangement of the particles in a crystal. Particles, when we say, it may be ions or atoms or molecules, affects the physical and chemical properties. Hence, they are called as an imperfection in solids. Apart from certain disadvantages taking place, there are also advantages taking place as a result of imperfection found in the solids. To name a few, point number 1, the imperfection found in the solid increases the electrical conductivity of the semiconductors. Point number 2, ferromagnetic substances like iron can be magnetized or demagnetized by imperfections in solids. Moving on to the types of imperfection in solids, there are 4 types: point defects, line defects, interstitial defects, and volume defects. Given for your 12th standard syllabus in solid state, point defect, you have to learn it in detail. Point defect, the definition for a point defect and the types of it. So moving on to the definition of a point defect. Point defects are where an atom is missing or is in an irregular place in the lattice structure. So remember the keywords when we say out of the 4 types of defects. For your syllabus, point defects and its types you will be learning in detail. When we say point defects, either an atom may be missing or it will be found in the irregular place within the crystal structure. Moving on to see the types of point defects. It has got 3 main categories. First one is a stoichiometry defect. The second one, non-stoichiometry defect, and the third one is impurity defects. Now stoichiometry, when we say, there exists a proper ratio between the ions. Non-stoichiometry, when you say there is no proper ratio between the ions. Now impurity defect is totally different one that we will see it in the last class. So all you have to remember, stoichiometry point defect has got a 3 category: stoichiometry, non-stoichiometry, and impurity. So stoichiometry, when you say, the ratio of the ions are balanced. Non-stoichiometry, when you say, the ratios are not a balanced one. So further, stoichiometry is divided into 2 categories. One is a Schottky defect and the other one is a Frenkel defect. So in this class, we will see in detail about these 2 types of defects. So stoichiometry defect also has got 2 other names given to it. One, it's also called as an intrinsic defect, and the second type of name given to it, thermodynamic defect. Now when we say intrinsic defect, the defect is found within the structure of the crystal lattice. Now when we say thermodynamic defect, thermal condition has a role in affecting the crystal structure. Now in case of sodium chloride, if you look at it, Na plus Cl minus make up to a sodium chloride molecule. Now sodium chloride definitely has a impact of thermal conditions. So that's the meaning of it's all stoichiometric defects are called as an intrinsic defect or a thermodynamic defect. Now, stoichiometric defects has got 2 points of explanation in it. First one, missing of anions and cations are explained in the topic called Schottky defect. Presence of missing cation in the interstitial position is explained in the topic of Frenkel defect. So I'm summing up once again, stoichiometric defects are also called as an intrinsic defect, meaning defect is found within the structure of a crystal lattice. Now it's also called as a thermodynamic defect, meaning thermal condition affect the structure of the crystals or the atoms in the crystal, ions in the crystal, etc. There are 2 points explained. One is missing of anions and cations in the Schottky defect. and the other one, presence of missing cation in the interstitial position in a Frenkel defect. So let's move on to one by one in detail. So Schottky defect, when we say, looking at the structure only you understand better without myself giving you the explanation. Now example of sodium chloride structure we have taken. So Na plus Cl minus, Na plus Cl minus. So three lines of arrangement I have taken. Now Na plus is joined with the Cl minus. So here if you look at it, the whole structure, here Na plus ion is supposed to come, but it is missing. So I have written Na plus is missing. Then Cl minus, Na plus. Looking at the third line, so Na plus Cl minus, Na plus, oppositely charged are arranged in a proper alignment. Cl minus here, Na plus. If you look at it here, Cl minus is missing. So when we say Schottky defect, all you have to remember is Schottky defects takes place due to the missing of, remember the keyword, equal number of anions and cations. So if you look at the structure, you will understand it better. One positive ion is missing, one negative ion is missing. So that's the meaning of Schottky defect, missing of equal number of anions and cations from the crystal lattice. If 2 positive ions are missing, 2 negative ions will be missing. If 5 positive ions are missing, 5 negative ions will be missing. So Schottky defect, when we say number of missing ions, and be it a positive ion or negative ion, they will be in a correct proportion. The second important point, cations and anions should be similar in size here. So we will see the next type. You will understand why am I stressing the point. So point number 1, equal number of anions and cations will be missing. Point number 2, cations and anions should have the almost similar in size here. And the third one, there is no change in the stoichiometry of the crystal, because there is no possibility, because equal number of ions are missing. So the stoichiometry ratio of this crystal remains same. And the last important point, Schottky defect will decrease the density of the crystal. Now why do we say it will decrease the density of the crystal? If one positive ion is missing, one negative ion will be missing. If 2 positive ions, 2 negative ion. As a result, the mass of the crystal will decrease. And that's the point we have written. Large number of Schottky defect decreases the density of the crystal. Now this is the example given in the textbook for you all. Vanadium monoxide. The calculated density in vanadium monoxide is 6.5 gram per centimeter cube. But actually when we calculate, this is the calculated density. But in actual thing, when we calculate the density, we get only about 5.6 gram per centimeter cube. So what type of defect is found within this vanadium monoxide? That the Schottky defect of 14% is found here. So I hope you are clear with the Schottky defect. All you have to remember is the ion should have a similar size. Equal number of ions are missing. Because of that, the stoichiometry ratio remains the same. Because of the number of missing ions, one positive ion is missing will lead to the another negative ions missing. It's because of that it will decrease the density of the crystal. The next one is the Frenkel defect. The second type of stoichiometry defect is Frenkel defect. Now what did we say? Missing of anions and cations are explained in the Schottky defect. Presence of missing cation in the interstitial position will be explained in the Frenkel defect here. So Frenkel defect, the same explanation. It takes place due to the dislocation. So please remember, in terms of Schottky defect, missing of anions and cations was taking place. In terms of Frenkel defect, dislocation of the ions from the crystal lattice. This is the key word here. Moving on to see its characteristics. The missing ions occupy the interstitial position. We'll see it with the structure. Here we have taken the example of silver bromide. The cation and the anion should be different in size. Now if you look, remember the point written in the Schottky defect, the missing ions remains as missing, they are not found anywhere. But in this case, the missing ion is found in the interstitial position. Point number 1. Cations and anions are same, almost same in a Schottky defect, and here they should be in a different size. Point number 3, there is no change in the stoichiometry of the crystal. Now here again, here also no change in the stoichiometry because equal number of ions are missing. Now here when we say there is no change in the stoichiometry of the crystal, the missing ion is found in the interstitial position. So that's the reason here again the stoichiometry of the crystal remains the same. And the fourth very important point, Frenkel defect does not decrease the density of the crystal. If you remember Schottky defect, it decreases the density of the crystal because ions are missing. Here ions are not missing, they are found in some other places. Hence it does not decrease the density of the crystal. Let's take the practical example of it. I have taken the crystal structure of silver bromide. What have we told here? Both Ag plus ion and a Br minus ion. They should have a different size. When I gave you the radius ratio concept, I explained to you. Usually anions are bigger in size and and cations are smaller in size. So if you look at this structure, Br minus is an anion. Its appearance is bigger. Ag plus is a cation. So it is, the size is smaller here. I have arranged it like Br minus Ag plus Br minus. The crystal structure is taken. Now you understand the size, you understand stoichiometry ratio, you understand why it does not decrease the density, you understand. Let's move on to the missing ion occupies the interstitial position. If you look at the structure here, alternatively the ions are arranged. So if you look at the third line, Br minus Ag plus Br minus, we are supposed to have a Ag plus ion here, but it is missing. So that's the point I have written, Ag plus is missing. But the missing Ag plus ion is found in the interstitial position. Now this is the meaning of interstitial position. It's found anywhere in the crystal structure. The missing ion does not get there is no vacancy. Vacancy may be found along the crystal lattice, but the ion is found somewhere other places. So this particular position, when the ions are found, it's called as an Ag plus at interstitial position. So moving on to the fourth line too. Ag plus Br minus, here supposed to be having Ag plus ion. It's missing, but it's found in the interstitial position. It's because of that the density is not decreased and neither it's affecting the stoichiometry of the ratio. I hope you understand these two concepts under stoichiometry defects. We will meet in the next class. Thank you.